today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We welcome all of you to Nissan.
Gotta make a change RQ. MB. Vikings game soon. Yayo FC.
YBM on the thing up.
today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
2nd and 5. Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And able to get this out to the 25. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
3 yards, second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
First down carry for Henry. Hard running at the 15. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and inches. And he whips that one in. This drive, it's 3rd and inches. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlin.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now back to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jordan Wilkins there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 3. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go crazy.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And that one so far deadlocked at 17 in the second quarter.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll look to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards to pick up there. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 yards on the ground for him. Derrick Henry. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Second and 8. Now a handoff to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. They're going to look to throw. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. As he's tackled at the 1. After the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throw, but incomplete. Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Now a give to Taylor. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Titans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Skull baby.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis,
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there complete to Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Darrell Taylor. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first down, it's Cook. Fights off the defender and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knock it on the door. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They're led out by their 3rd-year quarterback from Missouri, Drew Lock.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Locke now on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Locke going to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff to Penny. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. From the 39, Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Locke. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw it is Locke. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now Locke. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Cousins to throw it. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins now. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit.
He's got his man into that one, a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Locke. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A final shot before half for Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were booed.
That was really interesting. If I took the paint off the wall with some of the words that were said, but I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.